is no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Right there. 54. Hey! Mark 54.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Switch.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. First carry for Josh Jacobs. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now, 180. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for the Panthers, DJ Moore. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. They're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
And a Panther first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 28 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go, D.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Newton on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
That's the way.
Here's Newton. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay, baby, I see you. Monday, down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Going to look deep for Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 2-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. From the end zone, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. This is taken around the 12. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight, it's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting.
Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Gun.
Check. Get along. West.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked out by Carl Joseph. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 20. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 70 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10.
20.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 50 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Carr going to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Right there, 54.
He may try. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 88 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? Ready? Hey!
Oh, you got deep?
Express! Ready?
On 1st and 10, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, 180.
Check, 59.
Come on, D. Shim. Low. What's up?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
What now?
59. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch the pass.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Army.
Express!
Buzz.
Gun.
54 is Mike.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slip.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Down. 185.
Mike 5-4. All day, baby, all day.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We're good.
They run it with Jacobs. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Here's Carr. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I got you.
One final try now for Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Oakland.